What is up, guys? We are live with round number 3. We have Adamantipator's Rock.Deck versus Unknown. We've had a pretty good variety so far. We really wanted to get Subterrors. We were so close, but I guess we'll save Subterrors for Joseph Rothschild when he joins us next week. And for now, we have our lovely commentating team. How's it going, guys?
It's going good. King of Scrubs here. We're looking at some really good stuff here, man. Hopefully we see some super spicy playing against this Adamantipator deck because, the meta's been overrun with Eldritch and Adamantipator. It just feels like that's what everybody's playing every round nowadays.
I've never, I don't remember the last time, what was it, like Necros or something? The last time that a small set like this brought so many big players into the meta?
Yeah, I think that Necros is probably the last like this bring a whole new meta. Because even with some of the other side sets, I think Prank Kids was the only deck that really came out of one, but it wasn't really terrorizing anything.
Sure, yeah. It's Jam 1 from Jam 1 TCG, guys. And yeah, everybody's favorite totally awesome Frogmaster Yugi Tuber. And yeah, this weekend has been pretty exciting to say the least. But yeah, Secret Slayers has really injected these two powerhouse of a decks into the meta, that being Eldritch and just Emancipators. And yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see if anybody can knock them off their high horse because they have been just running rampant. Look at this board just now. It's crazy for a couple cards, right?
Yeah, because if we look at it from a card advantage perspective, right? He's used 2 cards. He has 2 cards in graveyard, 4 monsters on board, and 3 cards in hand. That's a lot of advantage.
Sad part is that even if you hit them with hand traps, they still keep going most cases. I would say about 80% of the time they can still keep in.
Yeah, for sure. And even in this situation with playing things like Kokimiru Guardian, and he's not afraid of getting a Beer Rooter.
Yeah, that Guardian, which people, I don't know if you remember the Quackimero cards, but they're all rock based and they all have effects, and the Guardian specifically negates monster effects. So the minute it is live, Nibiru is just dead, just straight up turned off.
Let's see. So we're just seeing some regular combos that are coming out. We may end up seeing the Mecha Beast link come down here with the Jet Synchron and the Needle Fiber. That card is doing some crazy thing, and sure enough, we do. This card is insane, actually insane. Just being able to generate tokens to be used for synchros. You summon out the O-Lion, then your Jet Synchron is live. It does a lot of crazy stuff.
Man, token generators have been the thing ever since Master Rule 4 started back before, token generators have been nuts. And there we go, right into a Savage right there. What a Savage play.
With 3 negates.
And an interruption in IP. Crazy.
And I believe what's going to end up happening, the Jet Synchron is probably going to come down here and link off with that token to make the Herald of Arclight, giving a secondary Omni Negate and having Macrocosmos live on the field. So this board looks really, really good. So he's got a Monster Negate, 2 Omni Negates, and a Masquerena use. So there's some good stuff happening here.
Seriously, I mean, I wonder, we don't know what this other person is playing. I wonder what they're gonna do about this.
I feel like the only way his opponent can really play through a board like this is through maybe a Dark Ruler. I feel like that's the only thing.
A main deck Dark Ruler, and then their combo built a board, or maybe their main deck in it evenly or something crazy to blow them out.
But even then, with double Omni Negate, I don't even think evenly is going to be enough for this.
He did have double set though, so that could be something. Or he did have a set though, so that could be an order or a judgment. I think that's the only real set they play besides Scrawled by.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the
Dark Ruler.
There it is.
There is the Dark Ruler.
Here we go. That
Flip the
turns off
judgment.
all of his Omni negates, and you can't respond to it either. So therefore, IP can't do anything. Savage can't negate. He's looking really good. Let's see if he has a follow up though. That's the real question.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing, and it could be.
Yeah, and
Wow.
Savage will probably lose his counters too, so that's something to consider in the situation.
Yeah, right. Because it like negates face up as well. So anything holding counters no longer can do that.
Yep. And it looks like it's gonna be an Adamantipator mirror match.
Indeed,
Could
this
definitely
now
break this board.
he should be able to break it, but I don't know that he'll be able to really like end the game because the issue with it is with that Block Dragon still on the field. Oh, Cosmic Cyclone was the set. But with that, as I was saying, with the Block Dragon on the field, like if he doesn't find a way to shuffle that back in the deck via like Unicorn or something, he's just going to be able to gain advantage and be able to play back on the next turn.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this. It's like, they recur. Like, a lot of combo decks are just like Glass Cannon and that's it. But the Rock deck has seemed to be able to recover even after being picked apart, which is insane.
Yeah, it's very rare that we have combo decks that can do that because we look at something like Dragon Link, for example. If you break that board, they're not playing on their next turn more than likely.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. They run out of gas really fast. Gas keeps coming with this rocks. Well, they are fuel, right? Also fuel, so haha.
So if he does have a level 4 rock in hand, yeah, Ashton might just be able to send in a Gallant here and pretty much that gives him everything. And he does have it, meaning he's probably going to go for a Go-Go DDoS here. And then he can recur the gloves too to make the Gallant live.
Yep, that's exactly.
Like, if we just look at this objectively here, if he didn't have that Dark Ruler, he would have been in a world of trouble. Like,
Oh, for sure.
But that is why a lot of the Adamantipator lists are playing Dark Ruler now, just for this specific mirror match. It's so strong.
I think most decks should probably have to be maining Dark Ruler at this point, or at the very least they have to be siding it. But like moving Dark Ruler into the main deck to be able to turn off this like incredible board, like I feel like if you don't have it, you just lose.
I mean, the card is just so incredibly strong in almost every matchup. There's very few decks that don't rely on their monsters at least a little bit, so it's usually not going to be too dead. You even look like a deck like Altergeist or Paleo. If you can stop their Meluseek or you stop their Toad, you're in a really good position against them normally.
yeah. Honestly, me as a Frog player, seeing Dark Ruler is annoying because Toad can't even negate, like, how they say the counter 4, spell speed 4. Like, yeah, it's pretty powerful.
We are seeing a Seeker come down now, which at this point, the actually, I don't even know how to say his name. Dagger? Is that Dagger? Is that right?
The level 8 Synchro?
No. The player himself.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't pronounce
I
his name.
can't pronounce that
Let's see
either.
what it's
Let's just call him 64 or 67.
Yeah, but we can look at it like even if the turn player can break through this board, there's still a lot of steam that can come back on the next turn. There's still 9 cards in Draven's extra deck right now, so there's still plenty of options. But it's still going to be hard for Dagger to be able to break through, 5 monsters. Just because like Borreload Savage has 2,500. Block Dragon has 3,000 defense. Like
Block Dragon is pretty meaty. I didn't even realize that.
He does have the option to drag type pretty much clear everything if he does get it.
That's true. That is definitely an option, and he's already got the setup for it. If he can get another level 4, then he's pretty much in there.
Oh, and there's the jump synchron.
Mm-hmm.
And the Block Dragon comes down now, and yeah, I mean, if he drops the Savage here, gets the drag type off, I think he just wins the game. Because then he does have the searches, and did he special summon Seeker from his hand?
I do not remember.
So it does look like there was a misclick there, but I mean, we're seeing a very similar line of play right now that we.
I was just gonna say that it seems like a chess match to me where you like mirror your opponent's move. As you guys know, I talk about this on my channel a lot. I play this game very similar to chess. And yeah, like this is kind of looking like he's mirroring exactly almost the same board, but he might be able to run through it because of this Dark Ruler here.
Very, very true.
He definitely can't. I totally forgot. He can't go for damage because there's a Dark Ruler on board.
Oh, right.
Exactly. He can't do damage for sure, but like he should be in a comfortable position. Like imagine if he clears the board, then now his opponent is looking like how he was the turn before, where if you don't top decking something like a Dark Ruler, you're not playing through that.
Yeah, I mean that Dark Ruler is so prominent right now. In my list for Adamant Spitters, I am currently side decking Curious, Griffin, and an Imperial Order just to counteract it.
So, Dweller coming down to be able to turn off the Block Dragon negate, or the Block Dragon effect, so that's pretty good.
I wonder if he's going to go for the Unicorn to shuffle. Oh, no, it is the Auroradon. Okay.
Yep, so no, we're not going to see... We're not going to see a Unicorn come down.
So I believe that means we'll see the standard Herald of Light Savage board right now.
I don't know, maybe a Dragtite to be able to put everything away. That might be the play.
Yeah, he might play that instead. Yeah, that's definitely an option too. He is missing that extra tuner though, so he's gonna be. Oh no, he does Subjet Synchron on Graveyard, so he'll be fine there.
Oh no, you're right. He is going for the Savage. Yeah. So the boards are gonna. It looks like it's gonna be ending the same. I don't know if he did. He have access to Block Dragon? He does have access to Block Dragon. So the board's gonna be very similar, with the exception, instead of having a Kokimiro Guardian, he's gonna have the Abyss Dweller as a secondary form of interruption.
Which is great because that'll turn off his stuff.
So the minimum he needs to do right now is he does need to clear that Savage, Herald, and Kokimiro Guardian, so he can guarantee his Dweller goes off, and then he still has some interaction on board. He does have the Jet Synchron and Graveyard to set up for plays, but we'll see if that's what he goes for.
I would assume that's what he does here.
Yeah, because he gets the Herald off that. And just two moves. So it looks like he, right now, swings over everything on board, including the Masquerena, I believe, because when he drops the Block Dragon down, it should get over it. And that leaves Abyss Dweller over the Herald. He can swing with the Block Dragon over the Guardian, and then Savage goes over Savage, leaving him with only Masquerena and Block Dragon, which could obviously still be a pretty strong board, but he's definitely not in a favorable position here, as his opponent has the Block Dragon set up, and he does not.
He does have access to the Block Dragon. It's in his graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying the other opponent will not have access to it.
Oh, right.
There's a good chance, even if he dwellers, he might just go for a Unicorn right away with the Masquerena and Block Dragon too.
Ooh, this is kind of nice because now that he has his own arc, it'll basically macro anything he's destroying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's true. He doesn't even have to worry about it. Because that Block Dragon's gonna just go to banish if he doesn't swing over.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's
pretty nice.
Yeah.
As soon as priority gets passed, he's for trying to enter battle phase to swing over the Arclight. All he's gonna do is go straight into Unicorn, spin the Block Dragon back to deck, and his opponent really has no follow-up after that, unless he does have another block in hand. But he's really lacking on resources. He has a single Earth and Graveyard for the Block Dragon. So you see the Block Dragon come down like we expected, and then you'll just see swing overs, clear the 3 interrupts.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Now, what if Draven actually has the Dark Ruler himself and can be able to turn off and do the exact same thing that just happened here? It's a possibility, right?
I mean, he's gonna need more than just the Block Dragon to do it, I think, and that's the main issue I'm seeing with it.
Being down on hand advantage is definitely
yeah, he's just gonna and then Gigantus comes out and
Hey, yeah, wow. So turnaround all off of the Dark Ruler.
So he does clear the Masquerena, meaning that the only thing left on board is going to be the Block Dragon, and anytime he summons it, he's immediately going to be met with the Nightmare Unicorn, and that's just... He leaves the Savage on board. That is very questionable.
But at the same time...
That's why he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I think it's okay overall. So clears board, leaves him with essentially a dead monster. He does not have the resources in graveyard to go for a block dragon actually, even other than what's in hand. So he's gonna have to commit either what's in hand or have something else that allows him to get another Earth in graveyard.
Yeah,
It's
this is
looking pretty good, honestly. I mean,
so
turns off an
realistically.
entire graveyard, and he has some negates on board as well.
Yeah, and he has to have a an Earth to be able. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now since the Dweller came down.
So then block
But-
inherent. Yeah, so he can still make the block dragon because it is an inherent summon. It's not an effect summon.
Yeah, it's a summon condition. But he has to have an Earth in hand for it to be live, because currently he only has 1 or 2 Earths in his graveyard. So that's the main issue here that I see.
And
Oh,
wow.
Dark Ruler does come down.
Oh, wow.
Top deck.
Oh, yeah, a moment there.
This is definitely some craziness going on.
But here's the problem. He only has 2 cards to play with. Is that enough given the negates on board?
I don't know. I do not know.
Well,
'Cause,
okay,
like,
I'm sorry. Dark Ruler just turned off the negates, but
He has no graveyard effect, so that's a big thing that block dragon.
that's the
isn't
thing. Yeah, the
coming down.
Dweller is still lingering.
Yeah. So realistically, what he needed was. I mean, that's actually not terrible.
Yeah, that could do everything by itself. What if he plays a satellite warrior? I think he actually just full clears his board.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, so plot twist. He actually has everything that he needs.
Did he search those both last turn? I missed that first.
He might have, now that I think about it.
So that gives him the Deedus, which goes into the Raptite's not in there yet. So he does still have Raptite live, I believe.
Yeah. He didn't make any of his Animancipator synchros, so.
Oh my God, I really want Satellite Warrior to get dropped. I love that card. It's hilarious.
A card that was just bulk.
They're expensive now, I believe. I think they're up to like $5-10, somewhere in that range now. They
Crazy.
were. I got mine.
And
for
another
$1.
Guardian comes. So now Block Dragon is indeed live the second he starts synchroing off. So, I mean, it's. I don't want to say that it looks great for Draven, but it definitely is. Definitely not terrible for him.
No, he's
If he can
like,
out this board, then he's in a really good spot.
He does still have to deal with his opponent's Block Dragon, and his opponent will have it live. And I don't see a way for him to make Dweller efficiently unless he gets another hit off the Dragtite. Which, if he gets an Analyzer off the Dragtite, I think he just wins, or the Raptite. But I'm seeing like a 4-monster bounce, and then he swings over the Block Dragon and swings over the Gigantes, and I think he's just in a really good spot from there. If he hit the
Yep.
Analyzer. No Analyzer, but he still does have the Crystal Dragite, so that's fairly strong.
It could be better, but it could also be a lot worse. So the fact that he didn't whiff there is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if his Dragite is really good, he does get a full clear. He can make the Dweller, switch the Savage to attack, swing over the Block Dragon, and then he clears over the Gigantes, and he's just pretty much in the game completely.
Yep.
Because he did special summon the Dragite, he does get a draw. The Crystal one. Not the Risen.
Here it is, guys. Blue guy, what will he hit?
If he hits 5 here, that's going to be insane. 1, 2,
Yep.
3,
You got
4, 3.
3. So that's
Still pretty good.
exactly what he wants. He clears the Masquerena, the Herald, and the Savage. The Dweller doesn't matter. The Dweller is easy to swing over with pretty much anything.
Yep.
And then
Looks like he goes for the IEP, Savage, and Herald.
Yep.
So
And then
the cool thing here is if he does decide to just go ahead and swing over the Block Dragon, he can actually use the Guardian to negate.
oh yeah, he does.
Oh,
have that
yeah.
also. I feel like the Dweller might be more impactful there, but that is also another option he has.
Especially because he's got the Crystal Dragite, so he can actually make that Dweller 2200.
Yep, and it's gonna boost his one in field to his the Risen. to
Yep.
35, so he'll have a nice way to swing over everything safely. And then on his opponent's turn, he's locked out a Block Dragon too. So, and his opponent is on less resources than he was when he went into his turn because his opponent
Very true.
involved the Block Dragon and had resources in hand still. So he's looking in a better situation. But yeah, very back and forth game. Dark Ruler is a wild card.
For sure. Like this just shows how good this deck is overall. Both players using Dark Ruler to turn off all the issues and being able to play a full turn. Like we saw he had a Block Dragon and then 2 cards in hand and then Druth returned and look where he's at now.
That is insane, really.
There is a really strong play you can do here. I'm wondering if he's going to see it, where he actually makes Unicorn and puts the Block Dragon back, meaning his opponent really just has no resources. I mean, obviously the Dweller play is really powerful too.
Oh, that would be nice, actually, for real.
Because his opponent won't even be able to access any link plays, most likely. So it looks like he is just going to tribute the Guardian off, though, based on how he's playing currently.
Yeah, see, the one issue that I'm really seeing with that is if he immediately goes into battle phase here, which is fine. That's something that is totally good. He uses the Guardian to negate the Block Dragon. He's very susceptible to Nibiru on main phase 2.
That is a concern. I've noticed a lot of lists have been putting Nibiru simply because the Rock deck can normally just play through a Nibiru. If they keep a Researcher in hand, then they're still just good to go.
Agreed, yeah.
The other play I'm seeing though for him is that he links the Block Dragon and the Dreadhead away for a Master Arena, and then brings Block Dragon back on his opponent's turn. He can refill his hand completely then. Because he still has both Researcher, Seeker, and probably an Analyzer in deck still.
So he has to activate the Gigantus effect because it's mandatory. That's funny.
No trigger, nothing will happen though, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, he's thinking on the effect of the Gigantus. Shows some good sportsmanship on these players' part because they're both like, yeah, we both know this is hilarious, so let's play it up a little bit.
See, so I think he's going to end up going for the Unicorn play. I like the Master Arena play better because it gives you Unicorn, because he does have the card in it. It does give him Unicorn on his opponent's turn, and without having a monster on board, the Rock deck doesn't really do anything. You need at least your starter monster to make plays.
Well, he might be going for the Unicorn now because he looks like he decided not to attack the Block Dragon.
He still does have the option to go into it. Oh, he's going to make the Dweller here, I believe. And then I want him that Master. Oh no, he's already committed Master, hasn't he?
Yeah, he committed Masquerade earlier.
So he doesn't have it. So this play seems the most reasonable.
Yep.
Well, his opponent has 3 cards to work with. He could definitely get there.
Are we going to see another Dark Ruler come down?
Right? I mean, real question here.
I mean, he is only looking at 1 interaction on the board right now, so I don't think that, and it's not a relevant one for the most part, and he does get the Researcher.
But Researcher does come down. Yeah, if there's a card that could get him back into this game, that's the one.
It just depends on what resources are currently in the deck and what aren't. He doesn't look like he's committed too much overall. I mean, he's gotten 1 XYZ so far, and then everything got bounced back, so he still should have most of his resources live.
True.
And he does
Let's see, what did he reveal?
He does get the Dodo Gloves, which is really strong. That doesn't. I don't believe that grabs
A very, very good game, regardless of who comes out on top here.
Yeah, seriously, most of these Rock matchups have been just in turn, can't break the board, go to sideboard. This has been a really good back and forth.
I know the joke is that the Rock combo decks take 10 minutes per turn, but I mean, that's what we're almost looking at. Each have had 3 turns total, and we're in 25 minutes. That's actually insane.
This is still game 1, so chat. We may only see a game 1 with the way this back and forth has been going. Comment down in the chat who you guys think is going to take this, because this has been pretty crazy.
This Rock deck is so it can extend so far. It's really unique.
Definitely
makes want to drop $300 for sure.
I mean, other than like Apollosa, Master, and Researcher, it's not too bad. And Mustfield already just have their Mastering and Apollosa, so it's really not horribly expensive to play it.
Let me check my bank account and see if my stimulus check is hit.
Right?
Right.
I'm waiting on mine in the mail still, so I feel your pain.
I'm worried that they sent mine in the mail because they didn't have my direct deposit information, but I qualified. So I'm worried that after I put my banking information, now I'm gonna get it in the mail.
Yeah, I definitely. Mine didn't even give me an option to, so feel your pain. All the Europeans are like, "What are you talking about?"
We got to get our check from baby daddy. All right, that's what we're waiting on. All you EU players.
Yeah, Papa Trump.
Zaddy.
Okay, let's see what we've got going on here.
Be stinky hard here.
Brain think.
Okay.
We might see it. That's interesting. Oh, is that a needle fiber? Oh
No, it's a Phoenix.
wait, what?
Does Phoenix get him here though?
Oh, he's going for a Boral Sword play.
That's yep.
I don't know if that'll do it by itself though. Not having that Cerberus
It's
there.
at
actually seems like a good
okay,
mistake.
he's at 7,000, right? He's gonna be able to do 3,000 at least.
I'm surprised he wasn't comfortable with the Dragite in that turn.
I think Dragite was the right play there.
Yeah, I definitely agree because it does get you further into the deck, and I don't think he's committed all the Seekers yet or the Analyzers.
So we're gonna go for
Oh.
he's Boral Sword Block Dragon. So that's 300, 3,000, and then
So it looks, yeah, he's gonna be doing 3,000, 3,000.
oh wait, no, this is game. Oh, he didn't bring back the Block Dragon. Oh, this is a game. If he was able to bring back the Block Dragon, he had game.
Yeah, so he's in a clear, but his opponent's gonna get all those resources back from Block Dragon, and that's a very scary thought because he's not able to win here, and turning that Block Dragon now is gonna get him all the resources back. Because he hasn't been able to do it for. He still has Seeker, Analyzer, and Researcher in deck all to trigger off.
Mm-hmm.
His extra deck is kind of lacking now. He's down to 6 cards, but I can't imagine he doesn't have a Unicorn in the extra just to clear the Boral Sword and then try to push for game with his own Boral Sword.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be about 700 life points short from being able to end this game here,
Yeah, it'll be fairly close.
or 800. 800 is what it's going to be. Because the Boral Sword. Wait, does Boral Sword only activate once to gain?
Yes, only once again.
Once again, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to be about 800 short.
So right now he's hitting him for
32.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah. Wait, is it? Because he gained
Yeah.
3,000.
He
Or
did
no, he gained
15.
15. Right.
He's at 45.
Yeah, so he's 17 short. Okay. I'm just bad at math. Don't mind me, chat.
It
Well,
should
we
be
all
more than
get
that,
like
right? He should do 28. Yeah, 500 more. So it puts him down at 12. And
Wait.
he's right.
Weller had a water? Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was actually at 22.
Yep.
Don't forget about that little effect of Dweller there.
Yeah. Chat, if anybody has any math-related emojis, please, or emotes, go ahead and drop them in the chat to make fun of how bad we all seem to be at math. Mainly me.
No, I am as well. I make it loud and clear how bad I am at math, guys.
Yeah.
So many games I've like, oh my gosh, 100 short and I could have had it. Then they turn it around.
This is why Yu-Gi-Oh players use graphing calculators to play this game.
I had one event where I took the Striker player down to 100, and then he judgmented me 3 times. And I
Dark
couldn't-
Rims, thanks for the math emote. I appreciate it.
I couldn't win that game. We ended up tying. It was disgusting. But I mean, I don't see a scenario where Dagger actually wins anymore. Because I think not going for that Dragite was a huge or the Raptite was a huge misplay on his part.
I agree 100% because it gets him further into the deck, gives him more opportunities to play. Yeah, this game's over.
It's over. One
Yeah,
Boral
that
Sword is
Giant's
not
really
enough.
good.
Yeah, one
yeah.
Boral Sword is definitely not enough.
No interaction. I mean, he definitely just should have cleared something else, but his opponent just makes counter Boral Sword here.
Yep. This is going to be the end of game 1, so we're going to be more than likely going into a game 2 here shortly.
30-minute game 1.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's interesting too, like this, like they both play this more like a control matchup versus like, just vomit everything, you're dead, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it shows their ability to like understand and play their deck properly. They both saw, hey, this is the route that I need to go, as opposed to just, I'm gonna hit you with a bunch of monsters.
Yeah, instead of just throwing rocks at them.
Throwing rocks at them. We can assume that this is going to be a unicorn. Yeah, this is
the unicorn shuffles, and that's it right there. It should be.
Yeah, because he's still got the Block Dragon live, and
can't imagine anything in that hand is going to do anything unless he has a Veiler or some sorts. But okay, there we go.
So we do see the draw scoop. Moving on to game 2. What do you guys think we're going to see? Do you think that Dagger's going to make the big brain play and make his opponent go first, or do you think he's going to capitalize on the fact that he gets to choose and go first himself?
No, that's really hard because in this matchup you want to go first, but because they both know what they're playing and they both want to do the same thing, he could counter side, throw him off by making him go first instead. I don't know. It's hard to say. But we're definitely going to see some more Dark Rulers, I'm sure.
Dark Rulers are going to be everywhere. We saw 2 in this game 1 alone. So he looks like he is deciding to go first. So we'll see what goes on here. See what he starts with, shall we? All right. Automatic pickup.
To add his Gugaga and Ba 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 to his hand.
Yeah. And he's going to activate Pyra, and if he discards Block Dragon, how bad is it?
Wait. See.
Isn't that like Pendulum called discard Dark Worm? Oh, he's thinking.
The green girl.
We all like free monsters that special summon themselves, right, guys? Oh, and an O-Lion. So what that means is, unless he's playing more than one O-Lion, which I doubt, that means we're not going to see the Auroradon play this game, because he's already lost his O-Lion to be able to summon from deck to be able to go in at that route. So that's kind of unfortunate, but he does have a really, really good hand, regardless. So Gloves comes down. It's going to let him special summon Onomatopoeia, which is going to let him summon back the... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I just don't pay attention. Sorry, guys.
Don't
mind me, chat.
And it searches the block.
Or Analyzer, unless he doesn't have it.
Proof. She was playing multiple blocks, so he could have it. Okay,
nope. So it is going to be block.
Work on Galilei Grant is pretty nice. Like a statue samurai. It's dope. Such a powerful effect.
Just Bruce? No, it's going to be standard time rules. It's not going to be turns.
It's like Konami. As soon as the procedure is called, whatever phase they in, it's it. That's all they get.
Yep, so I don't think we'll see time just yet on this, though.
No. At least not yet. Unless Draven can just break apart this board on his next turn and just kill him, I don't think that we're going to see the end of this game anytime soon. Because we do have approximately... Let me refresh the time here. We do have approximately 15 minutes. Needle Fiber down. I'm assuming we're going to see a Jet Synchron come out. That's what I would assume. What do you guys think? Yep, Jet Synchron indeed.
Yep, you're right.
This is probably going to be Herald of Arclight. Yep.
That negated on board right now, so again, this is why
Nibiru coming down.
right? So as I said before, Nibiru is very mediocre in my opinion, because most decks can get up the negate before it matters.
Yeah, that's been my issue with it too. Like all they have to do is make a Herald of Arclight, and it kind of just it's so easy to do that, and it just kind of shuts off every hand trap other than Imperm, really.
Exactly.
So he says he can't discard the Block Dragon?
What did he do here? Let's see.
Oh, because of Arclight, correct.
Yeah, that's a big brand.
Interesting. So where does he go from here? Okay, I guess he does do that. Maziv, he actually cannot even activate the Jet Synchron because it specifically says send the card from your hand to the graveyard, so it's actually not even a legal activation.
That's the issue. That was an old ruling back in the day with Macros Cosmos was a thing at 3 and things. If it specifically says that it has to be sent to the grave, it cannot that by game mechanic anymore because the graveyard no longer exists.
Yeah.
Now, cards that say discard, though, are okay.
That would be a whole different thing. If it said discard, it would be a whole different thing. So it's actually interesting here. So he's actually going to go ahead and use the Arclight for an Abyss Dweller. That's interesting.
It is. This actually makes him susceptible to Nibiru now, but I guess he wants to keep going with his plays, so it might be worth it for him.
Yeah, that's a big oversight on his part, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think in the end it's going to make a huge difference. Right now his board's looking pretty okay. He does need a few more extenders to finish everything out, but...
Yeah, but even then, so now he does get access to the Jet Synchron and the Block Dragon.
I personally don't really like his placement on that Abyss Dweller. I definitely would have not wanted it in one of my zones, considering Master Arena seems like a very viable option here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going into the carrier.
Union Carrier. Okay, is he about to turn off?
Is he gonna Vanity Fiend him or?
Well, then,
See,
yeah, definitely seems like a possibility.
or is he just trying to get the Block Dragon
Borreload
back?
Savage. Here's what I think is going to end up happening, boys. I think he's going to summon Borreload Savage using the Seeker, the Doki Doki, and the Onomatopoeia, and then use Union Carrier to equip the Buster from deck and turn off, turn off the extra deck, basically.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he gets everything he needs for that, which also leaves him open to a Master Arena play on his turn also.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So Buster all that.
That's some good Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure.
He's playing really hard around Dweller with this hand. I think that's the biggest thing that's working in his favor.
Unfortunately, what can happen here now is if Draven actually has the Nibiru, this would probably be the time, or after he finishes this Synchro Summon, this would probably be the time to
I didn't know that route
what?
to play. I mean, he's guaranteed the Researcher because he has the Block Dragon Engrave that hasn't been committed yet. So he did it anyway because.
Yeah. So this is obviously going to Masquerade Borreload Savage with the Buster, most likely.
Yeah, and then I think he's going to leave probably the gloves on board, and then get the Block Dragon search off to make the Masquerade, or even the Doki Doki isn't terrible to leave. It's probably better to leave on board even because it sets up for more turn. It sets up for better turns next turn.
Crazy.
Oh, so apparently in chat he's his opponent told him he didn't have any hand traps, so he's not risking Nibiru.
Oh, see, that's why I never tell people that. Like, I mean, I get it, time's an issue, but you can just say, I have no responses for now, is what I usually tell people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll let you know. My response is always, I'll let you know if I'm going to stop you.
Yeah, that's what mine usually is too.
Because honestly, if that was the case, no wonder he fearlessly overlaid it. Because I was like, why would he want to open himself up just in case,
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense.
Yep. So, as we predicted, we've got a really strong board here.
This is super strong. So he cannot special summon. He's going to turn off his graveyard. And he has the IP.
And I think that's a Tornado Dragon coming down too, next to it. Meaning that
Yeah, I mean,
he's just gonna drop the Block Dragon and pass. It looks like. So it's still a strong board. He's got 2 interactions total, but he also has just stunned his opponent out of the extra deck and the graveyard, which really, really strong. We'll see. I know the Buster Up combo isn't that popular in the Adamant Speeder deck currently, so we'll see if he does have an answer for it. And there's a very easy one, Dark Ruler Storm. But
Yep. Dark Ruler Storm would be pretty good.
or if he just has 2 storms, he just clears the whole board anyway, so.
Yeah.
Or not 2 storms, just be Storm Evenly or something along
Yeah, he has to have two forms of breaking. Yeah, it doesn't look like he does. So there's no Storm, definitely, from what I can tell. Because he would have activated the Storm first, right?
No, I mean, he might have been trying to bait out the Savage there.
Maybe.
Because that's the only interaction that's actually scary. I mean, he still will have to deal with an Apollosa, which 4-negative Apollosa is very scary, or a Unicorn, but
realistically, he could go Apollosa for 4 here without negging very hard either.
Yeah, because he's going to get the Block Dragon search again, and he's going to have 6 cards in hand. And his opponent has 6 cards in hand, but also but he's not locked out of the extra deck graveyard and staring down on the gate, or staring down 5 negates.
Yikes.
By the way, shout out to the viewer base. Over 300 viewers in combination between Twitch and YouTube. Thank you guys. We are glad that you're enjoying the commentary by our lovely commentating team here. You guys have been fantastic. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, guys. If you guys aren't following the stream and you're not subscribed on YouTube, make sure you guys do that. Show PPG some love. They're the ones that are bringing in these great tournaments every week, and they're going out of their way to make sure that you guys have good commentary, good matches, good tournaments, even payouts. Like the players today are playing for an opportunity to win out the cash prize at the end of the weekend. So we would not be here if it was not for PPG. So make sure you guys show them support, follow them, subscribe on YouTube, and consider subscribing on Twitch as well.
For sure, guys.
You get that free Twitch Prime, by the way. If you have Prime, you can actually link it up with Amazon, and you get a free sub, so you can use it on any subscriber actually, and you get one every month. I believe, so. And I think everybody.
Any primers in chat? Any primers?
Probably.
So one of the biggest things with the sub right now is that I believe you do daily uploads on the PPG video, the PPG stream videos, the VODs, correct? For the YouTube.
Yeah.
So they'll be getting that whole stream early if they missed any parts of it. They didn't watch it again if they are subscribed. So that's a big bonus to it.
Yeah, a lot of the times we don't have the ability to load to actually upload all the matches on YouTube, so you actually get to see a lot of the uncut, uncensored, and like some of the rounds that we choose not to put up. You have access to that on the VODs, as well as the sweet emotes. We have some pretty cool emotes. We have a little Nibiru, Exodia GG, a few other ones. Oh, and speaking of which, we got Ona subscribing with Twitch Prime. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And at no extra cost to you. That's the best part, right?
Yeah. If you already have Prime, you're not using anything, you might as well. Support one of the best, probably the best group for tournaments that we have right now.
And I mean, the 3 of us aren't on Twitch, so there's no reason for you to use the Primes on us. So you definitely should just use it on PPG.
It's either us or Farfa. Farfa's fantastic. Farfa's helped us a lot with a lot of tournaments, and he's actually great. So definitely, if it's not us, definitely use it on. You don't want it sitting around for no reason, right? Is he trying to get back from this board? You think he can?
And it looks like he might be able to. He's still got. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the scary part that whelp is just causing him so much trouble, and not having the edge check is just so huge.
Ona, that's fantastic. Your Prime sub expired today, and you went ahead and used it while on stream. Look at you.
Look at that.
You're a real gamer. You're a real gamer. Look at you.
Awesome.
Any other primers in chat?
I would also encourage you guys as watchers, just like participate in some of these events that they're having, because like it's really, really amazing. You guys are watching these matchups here.
Yeah, especially since I know most of the demographic is around the college age and a little bit older. I'm sure a lot of them are just at home on the weekdays, they do have free weekly free tournaments on the week during the week, so you guys can definitely check those out. Try to get into those. I believe they're 64 mans. They do have a payout. I think the upcoming one is in Eldlik, the Golden Lord. I mean, that's a $100 card for one of the best decks. Not a bad.
We have 8
Not a
man,
bad
so
thing to
like
try to
if you can't sit down and play like a whole day's tournament, which we understand, we have 8 man, so they fire all the time. So we'll have one like going on. I think there's a few going on right now, and then you can sign up for them for free. And then once we fill, you know, obviously whatever the entry fee is. But yeah, we've had Eldritch Golden Man 8 mans. We've had Emancipator Research 8 mans. We've had just store credit, so you can continue to maybe like free roll. People love grinding these and accumulating store credit, and then boom, Eternity Code drops, right? Eternity Code, you get a case.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah, any casers in chat?
And
Sorry, I watch a lot of Twitch, so I'm using a lot of Twitch lingo. I apologize.
No, the great
Oh,
thing
you're
is that
good.
because we're a store and we obviously buy like tons of Yu-Gi-Oh product, we'll always have the pre-orders. Like we have, if you check out our TCG player, we have like all the pre-orders for Eternity Code, and we're constantly the lowest. Lower than tier 0, yes. Lower than all of the TCG player orders. So that's not something that we really concern ourselves too much with, but that's cool if you're like really grinding for store credit. Boom, you know, you can pretty much get anything because we're usually one of the bigger pre-order sites on TCG player. So it's always nice to have that option, right? Cash or store credit. Your money goes a lot longer for store credit, but.
So I just realized I mispronounced an old teammate's name. It was apparently it's Noah, not Ona.
Message you.
Yeah, he commented in chat, was like, "Buddy, it's not Noah, it's Noah, not Ona."
So we're actually on
Exposed.
on a really important part of this game right now. He actually only has 2 minutes left to try to push damage through 4 monsters. So his opponent was actually just trying to build a board big enough that he wasn't going to lose the game.
That's actually crazy. Like showing his opponent knowing what his win con. So like that's some big brain stuff because as you said, there's only about 1:40 left on the clock for his opponent to be able to break through.
If he does enter battle phase, it looks like he does have the game because he has that second Boral Sword attack, and that'll be enough to just push him in the game. And with only 2 minutes left, I don't think his opponent will be able to assemble a board that can actually push through this because he's going to eat 3,000 damage somewhere.
And you know, unless he's playing that hot battle fader. Oh wait, we've got yeah. Never mind. Oof.
So that's
There goes the
that.
damage.
Yep, that's the
This
damage.
might
And
be it.
Yep. So what it looks like is we would be going into a game 3, but with 1 minute left on the clock, I doubt that that's going to be what happens here. Because unfortunately for Draven, Dagger can actually just continue to play cards from his extra deck and progress the game state until the time clock is actually down.
I mean, regardless, he has 3 minutes to side still. So even if he does, even if his opponent conceded immediately, he's going to concede. But there's only a minute left on the clock. If his opponent just kind of sides for a reasonable amount of time, it's going to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the downside of Konami rules. But hey. It's part of the game now, so.
I mean, if you play
realistically, a draw is not super terrible because we are in round 3. So I mean, taking a draw in one of in the first round would be pretty bad, but taking one in round 3 is not the worst thing that could happen, especially because these players were at table 3. Correction. They are table 4. So they were both undefeated at this point. So they're not taking a loss there is not the worst thing to happen.
Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our weekend championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship, May 9th through 10th, with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.